Pit Senyor Cebu, Pit Senyor kanatong tanan. Welcome to Pagsubay, an Augustinian legacy journey. Pagsubay is a Cebuano word which means to trace or go over again. This program aims to trace the imprints of the Order of St. Augustine in the Philippines, whose missionary zeal is anchored on the finding of the image of the Santo Niño in 1565. The discovered image was given by the Portuguese navigator Ferdinand Magellan to the local Queen of Cebu 44 years earlier in 1521. Busa, unsa pa bay atong dugayan? Ali, magsubay tabay! The spread of Christianity is attributed to missionaries, the first of which were the Augustinians, who pushed to educate and convert native Filipinos to the gospel of Jesus Christ. And there was nothing more tangible to new Filipino Christians than a simbahan or church, helping the faithful reinforce their beliefs by allowing them to worship together. The churches built became the cornerstone of today's Christian Philippines and part of the country's tangible cultural heritage. Today we're here at the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu, the first church founded in the Philippines and the first monastery here in the country. This convent was founded by Father Andres de Ordaneta on April 28, 1565, the very day the Legazpi Ordaneta expedition arrived in the island of Cebu. The Legazpi expedition had 5 Augustinian priests, or also known as the first 5 missionaries, namely Martin de Rada, Diego de Herrera, Pedro Gamboa, Andres de Aguirre, and the head of the mission, Andres de Ordaneta. May 8, 1565, Legazpi and his men planned the urbanization of the city and allotted a place for the church and convent of San Agustin, where the Santo Niño image was found. When the Spanish regime in the Philippines ended, the Order of St. Augustine, or OSA, the pioneer evangelist in the country, founded 18 towns in the province of Cebu, and the first house founded in the city and in the whole Philippines was the San Agustin Church, now known as the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu. The facade of the basilica is a blending of Arabic, Romanesque, and neoclassical features. It is also preserved in its original stone texture and natural color, which conveys an air of simplicity and elegance. The basilica's belfry originally has 7 bells, but now it only has 6, and the biggest bell is already in its memorial place. If we can recall, the belfry was destroyed during the 2013 earthquake, but was restored in 2016. This church was built, destroyed, and rebuilt several times by different priors in the place where they had found the Santo Niño statue. In 1565, a makeshift altar for the image of the Holy Child was made. On the right side facing the altar, we can see the retablo of the Ecce Homo, the bust image of Jesus Christ, which is also one of the oldest images or icons found here in the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu. This church is also known as the home or the sanctuary of the miraculous image of the Holy Child, Senyor Santo Niño de Cebu, which is under the care of the Augustinians. The devotion to the Santo Niño is the oldest and one of the most popular devotion in the Philippines. The first to introduce the novena to the Santo Niño in Cebuano was Father Mateo Diaz, OSA, director of the sanctuary in 1889. This chapel was built in order for the devotees to have a more accessible veneration, and this is located on the left side of the church facing the altar. The Santo Niño devotion radiates the message of unity, humility, and hope, as he is the batubalani sa gugma, or the magnet of love. This is the Basilica's Pilgrim Center, or also known as the Santo Niño Pilgrim Center. This was built in order to cater more devotees and pilgrims, especially during the celebration of the Fiesta Senyor held every January. Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu is just the start of our exciting and meaningful journey of tracing the Augustinians' legacy in the country. For more information and details, please follow our official website of the Santo Niño at 500 flashed on your screens. You may also follow our social media accounts. I'm Sheila, and join me in the next episode as we learn and explore together. Kini ang Pagsubay, an Augustinian Legacy Journey.